when is it okay, or is it ever okay, to invade your child's privacy? A friend of mine, her and her husband decided to look through their son's phone and found a lot of things that they did not want to find. None that were illegal, but his sexual exploits. And the dude is 18 at the time. He's in college. Is that cool to do?
Oh, so
Who's
he's
paying the
an
phone bill?
adult.
He's
Who's paying the
18.
phone bill?
He's in college. He lives at home with his parents. Is it okay to invade his privacy and go through his phone to see
If
if
he's
he's
paying, if they're paying the phone bill, yeah. If he lives underneath their roof, yeah.
That's that Nigerian upbringing right
you know?
there. That's yeah.
Hey,
I understand.
hey, guess
As a
what?
Caribbean person, I
Guess
kind of
what?
understand. I'm like, yo, like you don't
Hey,
want them
for
to go
me,
through it. You better pay it. Pay your
Okay,
yeah.
bill.
Hey,
Robotech
for me,
says, who pays the phone bill? This
yeah. Exactly.
this particular situation is a bit tricky. So technically, the
Just like English
parents pay the
language.
phone bill because the mother works for like AT&T or something like that. So all their phone bills are paid through her job.
Hey, you're 18. You can call up and get your own phone line. You can pay your own bill.
That
And
phone's a
if you don't
loaner,
want to
bro.
pay, guess what? Watching tentacle porn on your tablet is probably not going to be the best decision for you moving forward until that day comes. But if you're gonna watch some shit get wrapped around her neck and at the same time get wrapped inside of her, you might want to put that
What
on the
type of,
private do not disturb or clear your browser every so often.
so what else have you learned from porn? What the hell was that?
Hey, look, man, listen, Booty Talk 34 is great, but we got to be able to diversify
I don't know if that's
our,
on
our
Booty
time.
Talk 34. That might be 35. I've never seen 35
So
That's
so
before.
yeah.
so okay. So if he's paying his own phone bill, is it okay for them to invade his privacy?
No, well, that's an invasion of privacy. That's literally against the law. Like I said this one time. The one time I remember, because parents love doing this too. They love opening up their kids' mail. And I remember when I was getting accepted to college and I was getting all of my letters, and I would come home excited to look through my mail, and they would and my mail would always be open. My mom would always open my mail, and I'd be like, "Why are you touching my mail?" And she says, "It's my house. Why can't I look at my mail?" And my dad, that was the first time my dad descended. I heard them descend publicly, at least publicly in front of me. My dad said, "No, that mail was addressed to him because of the business he took care of outside of this house. He deserves to have that privacy, and that's his luxury." To further to the point, he works at a job, and I've never seen you once say the money should go to your bank account first. So let's be clear, that is his item that he worked out for inside his house, and it's for him. And that was like a really profound moment for me. Like I was just like, yeah, because that was the independent thing I was doing. I was doing my own thing, and I felt like they weren't respecting that. So there's a time and place for that. But like for sure, if you don't want any level of invasion of privacy, go get your own. That's the only way around it.
Shake.
So if the fact that he's over 18, like they pay this phone bill, right? He could pay them outright, right? The cost of his phone bill, then they should be able to go through his phone. Whether they just give him the money and like, here, this is the money for my phone bill. Whether you give it to AT&T or you keep it, this is my phone bill, right? I'm paying you,
Mhm.
and basically just be able to keep his number, right? Which is fine. It just brings up a funny story. So I grew up in a Caribbean household, so until you're 18, just because something addressed to you in the mail, that doesn't mean nothing addressed to you in the mail, right?
Mhm.
Like your progress report, just because it has your name on it. Like my parents used to see it in the mail when you get your academic progress reports from school. You'd see it in the mail, put it on the top of the mail to see if I would take it, right? And then confront me at the dinner table. I've had my
Mhm.
door taken off, right? Like taken off, not like
I'm a fan of
I've
that one.
had I've had everything, my bed, dresser, everything, nothing but the carpet in my room, a pillow, a blanket on the bottom and a blanket on the top, and like three sets of clothes, one for church, three for school,
My mom did that
right?
to us.
Right, like I've had that. That was like a 6 month punishment, right? Because I did something real bad. Like I was. a stubborn kid. Let's just say that.
Mm.
To say that at the minimum. Say that at the minimum. Yeah, but it was many times. I did boot camp for like 4 months.
Damn, you are a hellion.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. Yeah, wake up 6 o'clock in the morning. You go run. Even if it's raining, you run inside the house. Run the house. Run inside the house. Right. Eat nothing but oatmeal. That's your breakfast. Oatmeal. Right. Yeah. You want to act like you want to be in prison? I'm gonna treat you like you're in prison.
No. I'm making
You
that
want to act
face
like
because my parents did something similar. We were acting up, and to this day, I don't eat cottage cheese because one, I don't think it tastes that good, and that was our punishment. We had to eat cottage cheese every day.
it's
I
why I
love
don't
cottage
eat
cheese.
oatmeal.
Mm.
It's one of the reasons why I don't eat oatmeal. That was
I
one of my
love them.
punishments. It's just straight oatmeal. Straight
So
I
steel
guess you
cut oats.
can't really punish a big dude like me with food because I'll be like, yeah, I get in trouble again. What's
well,
up?
that was
No,
part of
no.
the
When
punishment.
you no. When it's just straight steel cut oats, no nothing. Like you don't get no sugar, you don't get no honey, you don't get no
Yeah,
syrup, you don't
it
get
was
just,
straight,
and
no
that's your
chaser,
breakfast.
straight.
Nothing. Yeah, and you get it every day for 5 months.
I'm not seeing the problem here. What's going
Okay,
on?
you're not gonna be cool with that.
I'm
I'm telling
sorry,
you, you're not
Shay,
gonna
but
be
we need
cool
to
with
wrap this one up. So the consensus here is when it comes to children, if they're in your household and they're not paying for these services, it is not an invasion of privacy. Is that what we're?
If it barring it being a federal notice or legal tenure, yeah, it's free game.